needs to be considered when setting up the laser system? Franz Gruber, our head of technical support, will give you the answer. Hi Franz, hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank
Everything's
you.
fine?
Yeah, everything's good.
Great that you're taking your time for us today, thank you. I would like to address the question, what must be observed when setting up a laser system? Okay. Can you give us your insights on that, please?
I mean, things that I'll explain now, we will ask you in the course of an installation or before bringing the machine to you anyway. So you don't have to write it down now and you don't have to put on post-its all across your screen. But it's important to consider just a few items. First of all, I mean, you will be setting up that machine in a dedicated space, and this dedicated space needs to have a certain size. The machine has a specific weight to consider, and if we talk about a specific size, it's always, of course, necessary to understand that your door needs to have that width so that we can get the machine through. We need to know if you are upstairs somewhere. We need to know and understand about vehicle access, for instance. Can we come with a truck? Can we unload the machine? Can we unpack it? Because definitely the machine will come in some kind of packing to prevent damage during transport, of course. And those are just very basic items to consider. Mm-hmm. If we go to the machine, setting it up, basically we can think about space requirements in terms of distance from the wall as well. Like we can see here on this machine, these are about 3 feet, 80 centimeters away from the wall. Why do we do this? It's just important to keep the laser tube in the back safe and healthy and cool. Yeah, so it's important to have air circulation to extend the lifetime of the laser tube and to not run into any premature maintenance or service issues.
Yeah, that makes sense, of course. And because you were already talking about the fact that sometimes there is the site is on the workshop is on the second floor or something. Is there any support that the manufacturer has to provide in this case?
Yeah, clearly. I mean, this is also an arrangement that we have to agree on. We will get this information from you. We will think about how to best get the machine inside on premise, and depending if required, we get people who can lift the machine, we get lifting equipment, even cranes we've done before, and we'll make sure that the machine is placed safely and without any damage where it should be at the end.
And I guess it should also have an easy access so that you can do maintenance and servicing of the machine, right? So that you can really have enough space to do those things.
Yeah, I mean, it's also for your own considerations. This is basic ergonomics. If you think about the machine being on rolls anyway, you can roll it backward front. If we want to open up a side cover to do some cleaning or maintenance, that's one important aspect, that you don't clutter everything in front of the machine. The other thing is, for yourself, you want to load and unload your workpieces nicely and safely. You want to consider that you're standing in front of a screen, running your graphics through, setting the graphics and the printout basically fine in the end on the machine surface. So you would like to check sideways also. And all of that is, again, like I said, basic ergonomics, but it makes a lot of sense to consider up front.
Of course.
One thing that I'd actually like to add here is the environment itself. Temperature, humidity is very basic, but we also think about dusty environments. If you have other machinery around, it makes sense to protect the laser system from any influences from there, because just very basic, laser machines have optics inside, and optics, if they are smudged, they lose power, they get damaged, and we don't want that to happen.
Yes, that makes sense. You were talking now about the hardware of a laser machine. Is there anything that needs to be considered in terms of the software of a laser system?
Yes, sure.
Yes, thinking so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, during the sales process already, we did have a discussion with you in normal cases about what kind of things you will be producing, which materials you will be using, and how you will be processing those materials on and off screen in reality. So on screen, of course, there are graphic software packages, there are file formats, and you yourself will have a good idea of what you want to make in which format. Are you cutting, engraving? Are you having very, very complex graphics to process? And to know this on our end makes it easier and will be out of your hair more quickly, clearly. If we can test up front, if we know if you would like to use some specific material, or you would have a file of your own that you would like to just have demonstrated and have introduced to yourself during the installation and basic introductory course that we always give on site, then that will also help us greatly to be efficient in our installation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Franz, for answering this question.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this session about the topic, what needs to be considered when setting up a laser system. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us.